Okay, so we're trying to find the second derivative of y with respect to x for this pair of parametric functions. There's a formula you received somewhere along the way that says that the second derivative of y with respect to x is the derivative of dy dx with respect to t divided by dx dt, which means at some point in time I need dy dx, which is dy dt over dx dt. So that means I need dy dt and dx dt. So let's start by figuring those out. So dx dt, the derivative of the number 4 is 0. The derivative of cosine is negative sine. That negative is going to run into my other negative out here, so I get positive 3 sine of t. So I just get 3 sine of t. For dy dt, the derivative of 9 is 0. Now we have to be careful, I have a chain rule. I have cosine of stuff. The derivative of cosine of stuff is negative sine of stuff times the derivative of stuff. The derivative of 3t is the number 3. So when I'm done, I get negative 3 sine of 3t. So there's dx dt and dy dt. I need to use those to figure out what dy dx is. dy dx is dy dt over dx dt. So I'm going to get negative 3 sine of 3t over 3 sine of t. The 3's will cancel. I'll leave the negative on the outside. So you have sine of 3t over sine of t. Now my formula says that I need the derivative of that with respect to t in order to get where I want to go. So let's figure out what that is. So that's going to be a quotient rule. I'll pull the negative, which is just like a constant. I'll pull it outside. So you're going to get low function, bottom function, sine of t, d high. So the derivative of the top function, which is going to be 3 cosine of 3t, minus high, so the top function, sine of 3t, times the derivative of the bottom. So that's cosine of t. And then that's over square what's below. So sine squared of t. Okay, now I'm going to distribute in this negative that's out here. And then move, that'll switch around what's up on top. So you're going to have sine of 3t, cosine of t, minus 3 sine of t, cosine 3t, all over sine squared of t. Now, to finish us off, I need to take that, my official formula says that the second derivative of y with respect to x is the derivative of dy dx with respect to t divided by dx dt. So what does that look like? Well, that's all this stuff up here. So I'm going to get sine of 3t, cosine of t, minus 3 sine of t, cosine of 3t, all over sine squared of t. Then divide that by dx dt, which we know is 3 sine of t. So if I clean all that up, my final answer is going to be sine of 3t cosine of t minus 3 sine of t cosine of 3t all over 3 sine cubed of t. And there you go. Thank you very much. I hope that helped.